Hi guys, I'm Matthew, and this is a class for one of those days when you don't have a whole lot of energy or time available, but you still just want to feel better. All right, so let's go ahead and start by lying down on your back. Once you lie down, hug your knees into your chest. Take your knees a little bit wider than your torso and feel free to rock a little bit side to side. Take a few deeper breaths in and out through your nose. And keep your face soft and relaxed. Bring your feet down to your mat. Separate your feet about mat width apart. Lower your knees to the right. Reach your arms out to the sides. Take a few deeper breaths into the left ribs, the left side of your body. So feel that stretch there. Walk your left shoulder blade underneath you a little bit more to allow that side of your chest to lift. Come back through center. And then go to the other side. Lower your knees to the left. Expand your right ribs. Breathe a little bit deeper into the ribs on your right side. And tuck your right shoulder a little bit more underneath you to help lift the right side of your chest up. Come back through center and hug your knees into your chest again. A little bit of rocking side to side. But now bring your knees together, reach your arms out to the sides again, and lower your knees to the right. So if you can bring your knees down to the floor, bring your knees to the floor. If the floor is too far away though, if you have something around like a pillow or something to lower your knees onto, feel free to keep the knees a little bit more lifted. Breathe into your left ribs. One more full breath here, nice deep breath. Once you complete the exhale, come back through center. And lower your knees to the left. Bring the knees all the way down if you can. Try to maintain the right shoulder down on the floor. If the right shoulder does pop up, it might be a good idea to put something underneath your knees. Remember, this is supposed to be relaxing, enjoyable, so make it relaxing, enjoyable. You still need to be able to breathe fully and smoothly. Two more deep breaths. One more. Come back through center on your in-breath. Hug your knees into your chest again. Now stay here. Just hold on to your knees or your shins with knees wide. Or happy baby's pose. Grab the outer edges of your feet and draw your knees down towards the floor. Let your lower back round. And release. Bring your feet down to your mat. Let your knees rest in on one another as you relax for a few breaths. Roll to your side and sit up. And cross your shins. Cross your right shin in front of your left shin. And then fold forward. Walk your hands forward and fold. Even here, feel free to rock your torso a little bit from side to side. But if you can bring your forearms all the way down, bring your forearms all the way down. If you need some support for your head or have some support for your head, not a bad idea if you're trying to relax. But we're already out of this side, so sit up. Switch the crossing of your legs, so other shin in front. And then once that's in place, walk your hands forward and fold. Same thing, feel free to rock the torso a little bit from side to side. And then once that's out of the way, then if you can bring your forearms down, your head down to something, please do. One more full breath. Bring your torso up. Come around to hands and knees. With your hands underneath your shoulders and knees pretty much underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, look forward. Keep your knees bent, lift your knees and your hips up away from the floor. Shifting towards downward dog. But downward dog with your knees bent. So bend your knees, lift your heels, lift your hips, and keep lifting your hips. Then stretch your legs straight or straighter. And stretch your arms, stretch through your hands. One more deep breath. Come down to hands and knees again. And then child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Separate your knees. Bring your hips to your heels and head down. Relax your arms. Come up to hands and knees again. Tuck your toes again and then go into down dog with your knees bent. Knees bent to start. Lift your heels. Lift your hips. Keep your hips lifted and then stretch your legs straighter. Relax your neck. Take a few deeper breaths. So long, deep breaths in and out through your nose. One more inhale. Come down to hands and knees. Swing your legs through and then lie down on your back again. Knees bent, feet to the floor. Separate your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips. Grab the side edges of your mat and lift your hips up. Once you lift your hips up, walk one shoulder underneath you at a time until your chest is more lifted. Then push through your heels. Grab your mat and pull your mat in two different directions to help lift your chest more. Few deeper breaths here, just puff up your chest. Now with your exhale, lower all the way down. Separate your feet a little bit wider, rest your knees on one another, and relax. Great, we'll do one more of those. So bridge pose. Bring your feet in a little bit closer, so feet hip width apart. Grab onto your mat, lift your hips up. Walk your shoulders underneath you, one at a time. Once you get up there, drive through your feet again, your heels again. Grab your mat and pull your hands in opposite directions. If you can get more on the tops of your shoulders, do so, as long as that's safe to do. Lift your chest up and breathe. Lower down. Stretch your legs straight, one at a time. Bring your arms out to the sides with your palms up and close your eyes. Relax your tongue, let your breath come back to its normal breathing cadence. Stay here as long as you have available. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you feel a little bit better than when you started.